this is one of those changes that he's making that I don't think I'm upset with, because a lot of people use these assistances as crutches because they know that they can rely on this and don't have to do anything or do the bare minimum. So he's kind of pulling that crutch away from them and taking that dependency away from them. So I don't think I'm mad with this one. But if you're one of those that I'm talking about that know that they get this and they're lazy as hell and they voted for him, don't you dare complain, because this is who you voted for. This is who you voted for. Don't you lift the...
Y'all gonna have to bear with me. I have the flu, but this topic has always been something that has been a hot button for me. I'm from the hood, from Oak Cliff, Texas. It's a little hood in Dallas. Well, not a little hood in Dallas. It's pretty big. Oak Cliff is actually pretty wild, pretty large too. I'm not going to get down to specifics because I don't need y'all harassing my family. So naturally, I just know a lot of motherfuckers that's on welfare. And honestly, what Trump is implementing, not really going to affect the people I know, but to the people that I'm happy about, yeah, let's get into it. So apparently there are going to be some new rules and regulations running around this government assistance. Oh, and I'm so excited about it, y'all. I'm so excited. It's about time. Y'all, I keep getting so excited because this is fair. Like, it's finally something fair. But anyway, I'm going to let a professional explain.
Things you need to know about SNAP benefits in 2025. If you're new here, my name is Crystal. I am a social worker and a caseworker. I have been working in the social service field for over 10 years. I also worked at the SNAP Food Stamp Public Aid Office for over 6 years. I have processed hundreds of SNAP cases, and here are 5 things that you need to know about SNAP benefits in 2025. Number 1, the federal government will not be replacing stolen SNAP benefits anymore. Due to the ending of the American Relief Act, the federal government will no longer be replacing SNAP benefits that were stolen after December 21st, 2024. Now, the states may choose to replace your benefits, but that is not guaranteed. So if you have recently had your SNAP benefits stolen, speak to a caseworker at your local office so that you can discuss your options. Number 2, SNAP benefit work requirements may be coming back. Most states have a work requirement to receive SNAP benefits, but a lot of those states had suspended their work requirement over the past few years. On October 31st, 2025, a lot of states are set to return the work requirement in order to receive SNAP benefits. That means if you are someone who does not have a minor child or you're not disabled, you may be required to work at least 20 hours a week in order to receive any SNAP benefits. Number 3, EBT cards are being updated to include a chip. This could possibly prevent a lot of the EBT theft that has been going around over the past few years. Number 4, you may be able to use your EBT cash benefits to buy certain things on Amazon. This has already been rolled out in some states, but it is said to be expanding in 2025. And number 5, the federal government may take away your ability to buy junk food with SNAP benefits. The governor of Arkansas has written a letter to the USDA seeking permission from the federal government to ban the purchase of highly processed and unhealthy junk food. This includes soda, chips, candy, anything like that. If the USDA grants this to the governor of Arkansas, I'm sure all the other states will follow. So if you have any questions about any of these changes, feel free to let me know, and I hope this helped.
First of all, working 20 hours a week ain't nothing. All they have to do is 20 hours a week. If you sit up and complain about having to work 20 hours a week, you don't deserve anything. The rest of us have to get out here and work. So why shouldn't you? They allowed to shop on Amazon? That's wild. That's wild. Like, y'all still coddling them. Y'all are still not giving them any incentive to get off of this. It's ridiculous. What they need off Amazon? Nothing. Finally, somebody cares about the health of our poor youth. Hot Cheetos have no nutritional value. I'm telling y'all, like, I used to do Instacart. And if I could find some of those orders, some of those clear food stamp orders, I swear I might insert some of those pictures. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's really ridiculous. Cereal, chips, cookies, candy, $500 worth of candy, $200 worth of chips, and it'd be like a pack of ground beef. No vegetables. I mean, not even a frozen vegetable. Just a bunch of bull. So yeah, that's fair. You should. Why? If you need food stamps, it should be only for cold foods. Like, that's what it was before. I even say let them buy a rotisserie chicken at Walmart. That's cool. Even if they want to buy stuff from the deli, that's cool. But other than that, like, I don't understand why you would waste your budget on bullcrap. Unless, like, I know y'all do it for real. Y'all taking them food stamps and y'all making plates and y'all making that money under the table, and that's what y'all really spending that money on. And y'all selling them for goddamn stamps. But y'all ain't selling them to me. So I'm mad. And how is that fair to young adults trying to get their life started, and you been had a chance to get your life started? You 40-something on food stamps? That's not fair. Unless you got on food stamps at 40-something. Because I understand that life happens, and that's who it's for. It is for people where hard times come, you get some help. But every time I got laid off, no help came my way. So I'm glad they gotta work. They should have to work. They should. Because nobody gave me no handouts. I had to get all this on my fucking own. So yeah, they don't need, no, man, make them work. Make them work. 20 hours, they can work. That's not fair to young people like her.
I just seen that Trump is making a change with food stamps. So I think it's requirements, but I think you have to work a minimum of a certain amount of hours in order to get food stamps. And I love that. I'm not going to lie. It'd be a lot of people living off government assistance, literally never working a job, stacking all their personal bread, and literally living off the government their whole lives. I've been working since I was 16 years old. I go to work every day faithfully, no matter if I was in school, high school, college, and no matter, I always had a job. And the only time I was able to get food stamps was when I was in college. And when I didn't have a job for like 2 months, like when I first like moved back from college. That was the only time I was ever eligible for food stamps. And barely when I was in college, barely made it. So I feel like this is good. The people who are actually working, putting in the work, putting in the effort, that just need a little bit of boost, just a little bit of help with groceries. Like, I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for us. I'm saying us, including me, because yes, need that. Versus people who actually can get up and go through. I'm not even talking about people's grandparents who, you know what I mean, they can't physically get up. They need it. But people who literally can go get up and go work and go make it for themselves, they just choose not to. Like, taking advantage completely. So yes, I'm excited. Hopefully I can give me some. Okay.
They use it as a crutch, and that's not fair. I'm glad their crutch is being snatched from up under them. That's fair, because where's my crutch? And y'all can say I'm bitter. I am. I'm 27. I've been laid off multiple times. I've had to work 3 jobs to put myself through school because I ain't getting no help. So yeah, fuck them in their 20 hours. And it makes me think about other college kids like this young man.
So apparently all the broke people getting mad because Trump is making it to where you have to at least work 35 hours a week or something like that in order to be eligible for Section 8 and food stamps. And honestly, I feel like those that overly work and don't get paid anything and they get the most taxes out their check, they still have nothing left over to pay bills with. Why wouldn't he make that a requirement for them? They're the ones that's actually struggling. Versus you got motherfuckers that literally don't have to do jack shit. They're not doing anything. They're not even working. But they're on Section 8 and EBT. When me as a college student, they tell us all the time, yeah, you have to at least work 20 hours. Da-da-da-da. And we do. And then another one of the requirements is you can't be eligible for a lot of financial aid. There's a whole bunch of bullshit that they try to tack on and add on where you don't get it. The motherfuckers that's literally not doing anything with their life, just up in the house all day, they get everything. So I'm not mad at it. Y'all can be fake mad at the shit all you want. Not me though. And at that, it's a temporary solution, not a long-term.
Like he said, it's supposed to be a temporary solution. This is not family planning. You should not be on food stamps, be on any government assistance and think, you know what I should do? Have another baby. That'll solve all my problems. That'll be yet another check. Like, this is why I'm glad it's being ripped from them, because we need to stop incentivizing poor people having kids. It's not fair. That needs to be classified as neglect and abuse. Why would you bring somebody into turmoil and you claim, because I'm going to air quote that down, that you love them? Loved it, man. And it just feels like, then there's other young people like me. I'm not a unique story. I am not. I promise I'm not. There are a lot of us who sat up and was like, you know what, I'm going to go to school. And that's cool. Even if they don't go to school, they sit up and they work and they save, and they've been working since they were like 15, 16 years old. And not once has the government said, you know what? I see your efforts. Here's a little something. Let me tell y'all, I ain't even getting no stimulus check. Yeah, clock that one. None of them. Clock that one. Like, y'all been out here coasting. For real. I'm very excited. And like I said, I'm so ecstatic. Y'all saw how I was in that video. I'm happy for this change because they deserve it. Because it's not fair to the rest of us. So welcome to the real world. And this ain't even the real world, bro. You only got to work 20 hours. Like, come on. Come on. Welcome to the real world. Now it's time for you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and understand. And you still gonna get help for 20 hours. Right? Y'all know what I got when I was only working 20 hours? Evicted! Yay, so fun. Anyway, y'all, for this next one, this next video, I'm gonna put a little trigger warning. If you hate welfare queens, sorry, but boy, do I have one for you. We have a nice tenure. I mean, she's a veteran. At this point, I'll just let it play.
I don't understand why I'm getting so much hate for being on welfare. Like, why? That's what it is there for. Do they expect me to have 6 kids with 4 different fathers and not be on welfare? What am I supposed to do? They expect me to pay for my own daycare. They expect me to pay for my own food, my own diapers. They expect me to pay rent. I can't pay rent. I have 6 kids. I have to keep a roof over. I have to keep a roof over their head. No. I have been on welfare since I was 19 years old, when I was pregnant with my first child, who is now 15. I've written it all down to give you guys a clear picture, okay? Okay, so I receive 3,300 in EBT food stamps a month. Okay, that is just food. $900 in cash benefits. I get it on my EBT card, and then I get like a pack of gum, and then I withdraw the cash from Walmart, Myers, whatever. I also get Section 8 housing, okay? So they pay for most of my rent. I pay like $70-some, and then half of water. Okay? With them requiring me to pay back the last 12 months, add all that up, my TikTok income should not be considered a job. That should just be extra. I can't get my whole welfare shut off because I am monetizing on TikTok. There is no possible way that I can support my family on that. So, Michigan, do better. You're not cutting my crap off. Not happening.
People like her are why I'm excited for this. Why did you sit up and have all them goddamn kids? Seriously. I mean, if you were on food stamps with the first kid, why was that not enough of a lesson to realize, oh crap, this is hard. Oh crap, I can't afford to do this. Oh crap, maybe I should stop. Why would you have all them goddamn kids? And that's what I'm talking about. I got so much flack on other social platforms when I say these things, but it's like, you don't care about the kids. You never loved them kids. You do not love someone that you bring into poverty. You don't. You don't. And stop sitting up here and trying to convince the rest of us that you do. You don't give a fuck about the kids. Because if you did, you would have made sure that you set out a better life for them before they got here. And I'm tired of saying this. I'm tired of preaching this from the mountaintops. Like, why is it that people without kids care more than people with kids because they just keep popping them out into poverty? And then she talking about my TikTok earnings, and bitch, you making money on TikTok and she don't want it taxed? No, that's not fair. That is income. That is a form of income. You know who's not making money on social media? Most of us. So I don't understand why people don't act like that's a privilege. You want a skirt, but that just made me realize you're on your phone all goddamn day. You were sitting up on your freaking phone all day with all them kids, because it takes some work to get some traction on social media. You are lazy. You ain't doing nothing but laying on your back, popping out kids, not even selling the pussy that you laying on your back with. Like, come on. I'm over it. I'm over it. I hope they cut all y'all shit off. Dead ass. I hope it takes y'all just as long to find work as it took me, so that y'all can get out here and get in this mud and struggle. I hope one day I get to see a future where having children below a certain income, you're already on financial support, is neglect and abuse, and they take your goddamn kid from you. I really, really pray that I live to see that day. I really, really do. Like, I ain't saying it was right when Puerto Rico sterilized their poor. I'm not saying it was right. I ain't saying it was wrong either. I understand human rights violations, but goddamn, we just got rid of discrimination against people for the color of their skin. So shit, y'all find welfare queen. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got to say about this bullshit. Y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all day. Bye.